more than that in the building. I was expecting to collect $300 with the living sense. But you bad enough to that? But at least we'll still get license. It'll drop. As long as you ride away. That's one you get. Place to lay low. You can have a sight to the thing. There's a hotel at Pool. I'll check the thing and be right around back. All right. Hey, boy, you're watching the railhead. See them coming? I'll let you know. Will? feeling I got one day you can chase me through this tunnel. You are what's it do? Same way with my brother. Your brother. That's the thing. Because I see. What are you going to do? You want to come on there? What about that thing? Wow. Story. Who is it? Somebody ain't got it done. There's a promise moon. There we go.
Go to farm on Marlin. So.
Big one. That's the way. Then. Very enough. Very nearly enough. Oh. Let's see. 7, 8, what's it? Only 7 or 8? 7 $1. Sorry, Bobby, but I'm going to get you all outside as quickly as possible. That's it, folks. Thank you very much. That's it. Move on, folks. Move on.
What?
What? What? What? You're in there?
Tell me you'll write a letter every day from you. Be careful, man. Charlie? Boys? Charlie, let's take the boys down to the saloon and buy them a drink.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Just sitting up here with my 4 new friends. That's enough. Thank you, Charlie. Boys?
Listen up! Listen up! That's Ben Wade they have up there. Ben Wade! Now, the railroad intends to put him on the 310 to Yuma and hang him. What's he doing? We will give you 200 cash dollars to any man who shoots any one of his captains. 200 cash dollars guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
But you gotta shoot him first. There'd be 30, 40 more guns out there now.
Just a minute, Marshal.
Look, it's a fair fight, sure. I'd say fair fight, but that's man's duty. There's only 5 of us. Sorry, mister. I'm not gonna die here today. Leave it on my man. Marshal. You got this.
Marshal.
Now you see, Dan, generally, pretty much everyone wants to live.
I'll double your money. Please. If you
I'll
wish
get
to
away.
walk out in the streets, this thing happened in Bisbee.
I mean, Butterfield, too.
How do your Trump student have
We've got families. Every one of us.
I'm a family man, too.
He's gonna walk out on you.
You best get out like the rest of us.
He's gonna come back up here. He's gonna walk out on you. Now, what you gotta figure is why you and your boy are gonna die. Because Butterfield's railroad lost some money. Almost. Your move, Chairman.
What do you expect him to say?
I expect him to say something that makes sense. Something I say to you. Look, Dan. What's the matter? You see?
Seems to me.
I bet you, kid. You wanna look?
Stay away from the window, Wayne.
Go on, take a look. Almost. All over. They're gonna kill you and your father. They're gonna laugh while they do it. I think you know that.
Call him off.
Why should I?
Because you're not all bad.
Yes, I am.
You saved us from something.
I saved myself.
You got us this time. You helped us get away.
If I had a gun in them tunnels, I would have used it on you.
I don't believe you.
Kid, I wouldn't last 5 minutes leaving an outfit like that. I wasn't as rotten as hell.
I can't do it. And if I can't do it, you shouldn't do it either.
Yeah, they say discretion is the best part of valor.
This, you think you have an obligation to me or on the railroad. I assure you, you do not. I'm releasing you.
Since you left, Dan, it's you and your boy.
Maybe he's right, Paul. Maybe we should go home.
We want to talk about our good soul. McAvoy, the red ants on the hill.
I'll pay the 200 right now, and they can walk away.
Oh, it's all right. It's been hanging on me. That's what the government gave me for my leg. $198.36. And the funny thing is, think about it. What's happened lately? Is they weren't paying me to walk away. They were paying me so they could walk away.
Don't muddy the past and the present, man.
No way. I'm seeing the world the way it is.
If you take him to the train, I'm going with you.
Mr. Butterfield's going to take you home.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, you are.
I'm staying here with you.
You're going to hold up in a room across the hall. You're going to wait until you leave.
I'll get him to Bisbee. Then I promise you.
Oh, you're going to promise me I won't get Butterfield. I want guarantees that Hollander and his boys will never set foot on my land again, and that my water's going to flow. And I expect you to hand my wife 1,000 cash dollars when you see her. You got money to spare.
I can deliver that. Just get him on the train.
You heard him?
I heard him.
I want you to give this back to your mother. I want you to tell her that it helped me find what was right.
I can't.
Things protect our family, and I know that you can do that because you've become a fine man. You've become a fine man. You got all the best parts of me. Or a few there are. And just remember, as your old man, I'll bend way to that station where nobody else will.
You know, squeezing that watch won't stop time.
Don't get so scared. It's not that bad, man.
Where's the body then? Pretty beautiful. I just got such a favor. Give him a shot. Down, thank you.
File decision for you then. Yeah. But not get a chance to use those Schofield stars. Perhaps you can explain to me the next short stint for planet, Dan. Hey! Hey! Not the ball! Hey! Rancher, you dumb shit! Rancher! Charlie! Boss! Boss! Let's go. Let's go. Move it. Ranger! Charlie! Boss! Boss! Let's go. Let's go. Move it. Thank you. All that strength is coming back. Boy, gone. You know me, yes. No doubt that won't be right. Charlie! Charlie, Brennan! Hold your fire! Walk it out! I was balancing. I was in a tree. I forgot what I didn't know yet. That's gone.
And go on. See how it looks like today.
That's the best street. Where's the 310 number? The late, I suppose. How late? It's me. It's you. It's me. Again. Don't count on it.
And stuff. See, I was stubborn. Give my family all the time. Son of a boy. Young one. Not to drink your uses. These two. Never seen you die. You didn't have a try for very kindness. I guess I just wanted you to know that stuff.
Well, as long as you're making confess, I think you've been pushing for.
First round, second door. They'll be coming. Yeah. I got a person that can go to Yuma. Well, you did it, Dan. No! Pop. When I advanced you. He's one tough son of a bitch.
I was been shot in a regiment. That guy right there, that's Wyatt Earp. The toughest son of a bitch in the West. But right now, he's in the middle of the most famous gunfight in history. You might have heard of it. The gunfight at the OK Corral. But here's what you probably don't know. This gunfight wasn't the end of the story. Nope. It was just the beginning.
The shit out there take rounds from the stories where you think you know it. But the book you learn about the crazy story. Like that's the old words. The whole Earp family got targeted as revenge following the OK Corral. Blanche's action was cold-blooded murder. It's all for vengeance.
Right. But this small town got so big, it affected the entire country.
Even President Nixon's speech and last to do something.
But then, J.P. Morgan got involved.
What the hell is this?
Things got so bad, it threatened to spark a second civil war.
We will not be trodden on ever again.
He was just wondering when all this could stop.
This is a war that no one's heard of, yet it was going to determine the future of the West, and really, the future of America.
No. Why would I?
Watch the people. Once the stop followed the ship, loaded on a stagecoach to be transported across the Arizona desert. Now, this stagecoach had made countless trips like this before. But today was different. The driver and passenger were both shot dead. Well, the robbers got away. Even for the Wild West, this was a pretty brazen crime, and the news spread quickly. Making its way back to the town where the stagecoach started from. Tombstone. Now, when you think about an old West town, your mind probably conjures up some dusty, dirty, lawless hellhole you've seen in a Hollywood movie. Well, Tombstone wasn't like that at all. It was a mecca of wealth and culture in the middle of nowhere.
Tombstone was an unusually sophisticated town for the time. There were a lot of upper-class people. They had reading rooms, libraries, bookstores, and the comforts of a real town.
They even had an oyster bar. Think about that. Oysters in the Old West. So how did Tombstone become the Paris of the desert? Well, one reason and one reason alone. Silver. There was close to 1,000 metric tons of silver in the hills surrounding Tombstone. That would be worth over $1 billion today.
There's something about that old saying, there's silver in Indar Hills. Why eke a living out as a dirt farmer when suddenly you can have a pan full of silver and live like a king? So it's part of the American dream, fortune seeking, get rich quick, to finally make it to a town like Tombstone, Arizona.
All right, so back to those murders. Now, in the event of a stagecoach robbery, or any robbery for that matter, there was a procedure. First, the sheriff, the top lawman in the county, was notified. And in Tombstone, that sheriff was Johnny Behan. But it wasn't his job to chase after criminals. Go with yours. The day-to-day peacekeeping was done by three brothers. Virgil, Morgan, and Wyatt Earp. Virgil was the oldest, and he was a level-headed one. Morgan was the youngest, and he idolized his older brother. And then there was Wyatt. He was a man of few words, and he had his own special way of dealing with crime.
You think of him as a gunslinger, but he much preferred just using his fists. So he was very useful for keeping law and order without shootouts breaking out.
Wyatt would walk right up to thugs and just punch them. Usually so fast they wouldn't see it coming. It wasn't exactly by the book, but you couldn't argue with the results. I mean, the guy was rough, a little unhinged. You could say he lived by his own moral code, but he was determined to see justice served. Now, Wyatt set out to catch the stagecoach robbers, and this time it was partial. Because one of the men who was murdered was Wyatt's close friend, Bud Philpott. Wyatt followed the horse tracks of the robbers for 3 days. And one of those tracks led to a ranch, where they found this guy, Luther King. Gun.
Why'd you kill the driver?
Who pulled the trigger? You give us a name, we'll work out a deal. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I did.
In no time, Luther confessed to being one of the stagecoach robbers. He even gave up the name of one of the killers, Billy Leonard. Wyatt had no idea who this Billy Leonard was, but there was a clue.
All right, let's go.
Hey, don't forget your hat.
Now, everyone out west wore hats. But if your hat had a band made out of rattlesnake, that meant that you were a member of a gang that was known as the Cowboys. Now, forget everything you know about cowboys. You think they're good, right? Like in the old John Wayne movie? Don't.
In 1880, the term cowboy became a dirty word in Arizona federal court. It meant outlaw, desperado, robber, and motive.
You see, the Cowboys were a notorious criminal gang built on stolen cattle. Let me explain. Out west, big quick. A cow was $3 in Texas. It was worth $60 in Chicago. Modest ranchers became cattle barons. The railroads boomed and everyone was getting important droughts, disease, and harsh winters began wiping out the cattle in Texas. A gang of outlaws from Oklahoma started stealing cattle from Mexico.
The cowboys were notorious for doing a lot of midnight raids into Mexico, stealing 500,000, 1,500 cattle hustling across the U.S. border and then finding buyers on the black market so they can make a lot of money.
Nobody cared for the story because they didn't see food. The money flowed and out the gang flew. They were like a mafia. And just like a mafia, they had a mob done. Disney was right clan. Mike used the famous mix of fear and talent to get what he wanted. You never knew if he was going to cut his throat or buy his drink. But one thing's for sure, Mike could always beat down with good stuff.
I say that muere, how you think? He said, I'm going to hurt you. It's time to start. You can see it.
Stop over here. You never smiled, I never spoke.
Who's singing hymns, and at the front is the priest. Only he's stark naked, and he's a dancing and a hopping like a chicken on the heat. I say, Cully, what the hell is the time
So, Ike was short-tempered, boastful, he drank too much, he liked to go out and have fun with the cowboys and shoot up towns and brag and talk about how important he was. Yet he somehow developed respect among people for his leadership in the cowboy gang.
I've arrested Luther King for the stagecoach robbery.
Can't say I know who that is.
I know this hat. It's one of yours.
And
Luther named Billy Leonard.
Now, Ike knew that Billy Leonard had carried out the robbery, and Ike hadn't sanctioned it. But he still wasn't just going to give Billy up to the law.
you know what I've been hearing?
What?
I've been hearing Doc Holliday say that. What are you talking about? That's what people are saying. Doc Holliday was one of the stagecoach robbers. And I like him. Of course, that's the ground.
Now, you may have heard the name Doc Holliday before, but I bet you don't know the real story. Doc Holliday had a reputation for his drunk and a What a man. Not many people in Tombstone realize that he really was a doctor. Doc was a doctor of dentistry, and he had a flourishing career back east. He grew up in a fairly wealthy family, went off to dental school in Philadelphia, and became a very good dentist.
Well, you had some to pay when you're stepping off the boat. That was causing me pain.
A lot of dentists, because we've got two doctors. I'm not going to say that. Oh, so sorry. Doc was cursed with a life-threatening disease of the lungs.
Doc Holliday is diagnosed with tuberculosis, or what in the time was called consumption. It was a very common disease, often led to death. It was also a disease that did not discriminate. So poor people came down with consumption, rich people came down with consumption.
To stay alive, Doc was told to go west, where the climate is warm and dry. And to help with the coughing, the doctors advised him to drink whiskey. So when Doc called whiskey medicine, he meant it. And he drank it. Lots of it. Put it in the hotel. Still on crocodiles. Over the office. So you can see why this rumor spread so quickly. The doc was one of the stagecoach robbers. I mean, it wasn't hard to believe. So why is it that the people know the least?